Welcome to the latest episode of Monolith Motors. Let me introduce you to my new shop truck. This is a 2006 Toyota Tacoma. I bought it a few months ago. It only has 30,000 miles on it now, so it's a super clean, low mileage truck. There are a few cosmetic changes I want to make. First off is the chrome grille. I'm going to replace that with a body colored part. It'll look much nicer. The headlights are pretty pitted, and so need to do a little buffing on those. These are just some no-name aluminum rims, and I've got some parts on order that'll look a lot better, so new wheels and tires. The other thing that's really bad is the plastic protective film on the bed and flare. It's really gross looking, so I'm gonna remove that. I bought a brand new grille for the Tacoma. This is the correct indigo blue color for my truck. It's about $400 on eBay. I'm gonna cut out this center section here and replace it with a mesh. This is from customcargrills.com. Here's the grill marked up with 3/4 inch electrical tape to get an even depth of the cut. And then I'll get to work with the Dremel tool. And here's the grill with the mesh installed. This is a JB Weld 2-part epoxy that I used to glue them in. And I followed the directions at customcargrills.com. They suggested using some foam and some zip ties to hold the grill down while it's being glued, so I did that. Here's a final look at the grill with the mesh installed. Also picked up these cool headlights that are more of a blackout design that should look better than the stock bits on the truck. And I got these Morimoto fog lights that will go down in the bumper cover. So let's get this on the front end of the truck and transform the way it looks. So this is a pretty janky way to carry the kayak, but this is how I've been getting my kayak around. It's a 12-foot long kayak, and it does not fit very well in the 6-foot bed of the Tacoma. I'm actually meeting up with my friend Bill today. He's one of the founders of BillieBars. He's going to help me come up with a rack system that's going to dramatically improve the way this kayak mounts. So here we are an hour later, BillieBar rack system. Much nicer way to mount your kayak. The interior is super clean. I've just done a few things. Added this little JDM coin holder here, which is kind of fun. And then I've upgraded the CD player here to one with a touch screen and Bluetooth and everything. Also added different speakers in the door. So I've got a set of Polks that are in the stock locations. Here's a kicker subwoofer that I mounted under the passenger seat. The bass sounds so much better in the truck now. The big upgrade to the interior is this JVC head unit. I originally had fit this chrome looking trim around it. It's an aftermarket thing, but it rattled and it really doesn't look that great. So I'm going to swap out. I have to change the brackets on the radio, but I'm going to swap out to a blacked out look. This looks much better with the black trim installed around the stereo. Also got a sticker to put around the HVAC bezel to blacken that out. I think it looks great. Okay, here's another project on the Tacoma. The clear protective film is all cracked and looks really bad. So I've already removed the film that was up on the fender flare. Now I've got to get this piece that's down low. I'm going to use some Goo Gone and got a heat gun and also a plastic scraper. try to do this without damaging the paint underneath. So these clear stickers are proving really difficult to remove. I think part of the problem is because the surface that it's on is textured. I'm going to try this 3M adhesive eraser wheel and see if that does a better job than just Goo Gone and scraping. It took a few hours, but the bedside looks much better without all the clear protective film that was on there. I did burn through the paint slightly. I had to touch that up with some blue paint, and I got the trim piece put back on here, so that's looking nice. Here's the truck all finished up. It's got the new headlights and grille. For the wheels and tires, I actually did a stagger on the tires. The wheels are FN Pro 17 by 8s, and same wheels front and back, but then for the tires up front, I went with the biggest ones that would fit without a lift, so that's a 265/70 R17. So in the back, I went with these 285/70 R17 Falcon Wild Peaks, and I think they fill up the wheel well pretty nicely. I also lifted the truck about an inch. It's on Deaver J66 leaf springs. They're more progressive and definitely make the ride nicer. And then I also upgraded the differential, so it's got an Eaton True Track in it now. Kept the gearing the same. I've had this set of BillieBars for a little over a year, and man, I really like them. It's worked out great. Great way to mount the kayak, but they're also super versatile. I've used them to, haul mattresses, lumber, a bunch of other things. Just so easy to get stuff loaded on and tied down.